In this video, I am going to show you how can you remove fence from any photo professionally. This is the image with fence and this is the image without fence. We can do this with some advanced new feature in Adobe Photoshop CC 2020. In this tutorial, you will learn content aware, clone stamp, advanced selection using quick selection tool and brush tool. Also saving that selections and loading, plus curve adjustment and hue saturation. So without any further delay, let's jump into the Photoshop. So here we have an image and we can see the fence. Our job is to remove this fence. First of all, we will make copy of that layer by pressing Ctrl J. Then we will go to the quick selection tool by pressing the W, or we can go directly over there. And then we will zoom into the picture and make sure that the caps lock button is on, so make sure that the plus icon is less than or equal to that fence. So we will start selecting. We will select only fence. We can select by this tool, or we can also do this by magic wand tool. For this we will press on the area which we want to select. I will select on white, so it will select the white. Basically it selects on the basis of color pixels on which we are clicking. So here we will press shift and click here and it will select the white part, and here also. But this is stable when we have flat surfaces. The areas like there, it is not stable. So for this we will use quick selection tool. I have already made some selection to show you, so to save the time I will go to select, load selection and my selection. I have already saved this selection. So this is the selection I have made. This is not full selection, there are some parts which are missing. So I will make mask over there. So it has made the mask of this selection. As we can see, if we press Alt, this is the selection, but this part is missing. We have to fix this. How we will fix this? We can set its opacity somewhere around 43. So we can see that some parts are not selected. So these are the parts which were not selected and were not the part of mask. So we have to select it. How we will select this? We will go to the brush tool and make sure that the foreground color is white. If foreground color is white, then it's okay. Otherwise we will toggle by pressing X key between white and black. So here we have white in foreground color, so we will go to layer and make sure its opacity is 100, flow is at 100, and you can set hardness according. I will set it to 80. And by pressing the left square bracket we will reduce the size, and by pressing the right square bracket we will increase its brush size. So I will click there and then press shift and there. Here we have a perfect selection. There. Make sure that our click is on mask. Here. Let's press shift and go there. Press shift and go there. So now we can make selection like that. It was just for the demonstration purposes. I have already made a full selection of that, so I will delete this layer mask and set this opacity to 100 back, and I will again go to select, load selection, and this time I will select my selection too and then press OK. Now this is the full selection. We'll click on the mask button to make a mask, and now as we can see, this is the full selection. So now our job is to remove that fence. For this we will press the control button and click on the mask. It will select it. Then we will go to select, modify and expand. In expand I will expand selections by 14 more pixels. So it will expand my selection by 14 pixels. then I will press OK. And now as we can see, our selection is expanded by 14 pixels, and press shift and backspace. Make sure that the content where is showing. If this is not, go there and click content where and then press OK. I'm sorry, I made a mistake there. So if this error is happening, then go to below layer and then press shift backspace. This will take some time, so to save the time I will skip this part. So our processing is done, but as we can see there is no difference. Why? Let me explain something. First of all, when we selected this layer and we pressed shift backspace, there was an error. Why this was error? Because we have a mask of only this, other area is hidden. So we have only these pixels. So Photoshop gave me error of these pixels which were expanded. It does not know these pixels, so it gave me error unknown pixels. For this I went to below layer and then press shift backspace and then press enter. So I applied content aware on this layer. So my content aware is applied on this layer. So when I will hide this layer, this is our final image. This is not final, of course there are some irregularities which we have to fix. I will press Ctrl D to deselect the layer. If I zoom in the layer, then we can see many things irregular. So now our job is to fix them. This is the most confusing part. We have this part skipping, since if we see our image, this part is confusing, so we have to fix this. To fix this, I have already imported another image to take this part of lips. So I will drag it there. I will link this down image below in description. So this is the image we have bring. So in this image our job is to select only this part, only this lips part. For this I will press the X and foreground color is black and I will paint on the mask. Now I will press Ctrl I to invert the mask. So now only lips is selected. Of course this part of lip is not matching this background, so we have to fix this. First of all, we have to make this edges soft. For this I will go to hardness and set it to 0, and I will set opacity to something 58 and 51, and then I will press over there and make the edges soft. This is non-destructive process, so we can fix this anytime. So to match the colors, I will go to curve adjustment tool. As we can see, the magenta color is missing from that lip part. So our job is to bring the magenta color in that image. Since magenta is inverse of green CMYK and red green blue, green and magenta are in line, so magenta and green are inverse. So our job is to increase the magenta color. For this I will go to the green, since we are working on RGB channel. If we decrease the green, then there will be the magenta color. So if I decrease it from there and make sure that clip button is checked out, it will apply this layer only to the below layer. So now as we can see, there is some magenta. I think this is fine. Also we have to bring some yellow, so we will decrease the blue since blue is the inverse of yellow. Also we will select RGB and make this part a little brighter, just over there. And now we will go to the brush tool and press right square bracket to increase the brush size and make it match to the background. Here we don't need this, here we also don't need this, we only need this part. Here we need this, and if still there is something missing, so we will go to the hue saturation tool. I'm sorry, I will delete this and we will go to hue saturation, and we have to bring magenta. So I think minus 3 will work a little bit. Make sure that clipping mask button is checked out. We will go to the brush tool and press X to white and make it smaller. And this is fine. If we go to this, then this looks pretty good. There are some other parts which we have to fix. For this, I will speed up the video to fix the other parts. So here we have another confusing parts. We cannot use clone stamp tool or any other tool, because if we apply clone stamp tool and if we apply here clone stamp tool, then this layer will not look good here because there are some irregularities. For this, what I feel stable is to select this, and this will easily fix this, and go to edit, content where fill, and here we are. Here we can see the preview. This part we selected and this is the preview. So what is this doing? Basically this is taking as sample pixel from there and applying it there by using some artificial intelligence. So this is not perfect. So what we can do is to remove. If this is negative, then we will remove this. So if we remove from there, we tell Photoshop that don't sample from this part, only sample this and also this. No, I think we should use plus alt and let it be there. And what if we move this? This is perfect. So now this is the image. Okay, this is the final image we have. And if we this give us the new layer. If we click there, this was before, this is before, after. This is perfect. Press Ctrl D to deselect it. So here we are done, and if there are something other, we can fix this. We can fix this part by pressing Shift backspace and then enter. I'm sorry, select this layer, Shift backspace and then enter. It will fix this. Here is also another part, we can also fix this. So you. So here we have image, but there is something missing. What? We have put this layer behind this. So what we have to do is to select this layer, press shift and then click on this layer, then press Ctrl G to group, and press shift Ctrl and right square back. This will bring this group to the front. So now this is our image. Of course there are something which we have not done, this part, and this part. So it is up to you how much time you give to this image to make your image perfect. This is for now. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and support us on Facebook. Thank you very much.